Have you ever walked into someone's apartment and immediately felt calm? No dishes in the sink. No clutter on the counters. No pile of laundry waiting in the corner. Everything exactly where it belongs. And for a moment you wonder, how do they keep it like this every single day? Because you've tried. You clean everything. Promise yourself this time will be different. Then 3 days later, the dishes are back. The clothes are on the chair again. And somehow the mess returns. Most people think the answer is discipline. It's not. The people who keep a clean home every day aren't forcing themselves to do it. Their brain is simply associating cleanliness with something much deeper. Peace. Control. Relief. A feeling that no matter how chaotic life gets, their environment is under control. And once your brain connects cleaning with that feeling, it stops feeling like a chore. It becomes something you naturally want to maintain. Here's what's happening psychologically. Your brain doesn't separate your environment from your mental state. Every dirty dish, every pile of clothes, every unfinished task sitting in the corner, your brain notices all of it, even when you're not consciously paying attention. Psychologists call this cognitive load. In simple terms, unfinished things consume mental energy. They're like dozens of tabs left open in your mind. Research from Princeton University found that physical clutter competes for your attention and makes it harder to focus. Which means a messy room doesn't just look bad. It quietly drains your energy, your attention, and your peace of mind. Now flip that around. When your space is clean and organized, your brain relaxes. It stops scanning for problems. It finally gets to rest. That's why people with tidy homes often feel calmer and more focused. But there's an even deeper reason some people stay consistent. Identity. At some point they stopped saying, "I need to clean," and started saying, "I'm the kind of person who keeps my space clean." That small shift changes everything. Because human beings naturally act in ways that match who they believe they are. You don't need motivation to be yourself. And here's something fascinating. Have you ever noticed that when you're stressed, you suddenly feel like cleaning? That's not random. Psychologists call it behavioral activation. Physical action helps regulate emotional stress. You wash the dishes, make the bed, organize a shelf, and somehow you feel better afterward. Not because the room changed, because your nervous system changed. Cleaning gives your brain a visible sense of progress. A clear beginning. A clear ending. And in a world full of uncertainty, that feels incredibly rewarding. Think about this. It's late at night. You've had a long day. Your mind is full of unfinished thoughts. Before bed, you spend 10 minutes tidying up. You clear the counter. Put things back where they belong. And suddenly something shifts. Your brain receives a message. The day is finished. Everything is handled. It's time to rest. That's not just cleaning. That's mental maintenance. Because your home is more than a place you live. It's a reflection of what you repeatedly tell yourself you deserve. The people who keep their homes clean every day aren't special. They simply decided that their environment matters. And once that belief became part of their identity, the habit became effortless. Maybe the real secret isn't cleaning at all. Maybe it's creating a space that allows your mind to breathe. And when your mind can breathe, everything else becomes easier. If you enjoyed this psychology breakdown, subscribe for more videos on habits, mindset, and the hidden forces shaping your everyday life.